I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Quickly Play the Bluecoats North vs. South. This is essentially an updated, graphically remade version of the game North and South, which you may have played on the Commodore or the old Nintendo. The reviews for the game haven't been sterling, at least from what I've read. They have complained about the game being heavily skewed toward the computer, and that you need to set a very high handicap for yourself to be able to get anywhere. But from the games that I've played, it's not really that difficult, and I think a lot of those complaints come from people who have not played this game before, or just aren't really into strategy games, because as far as strategy goes, and this is a very basic game, it's almost identical, really, to the old North and South game, but there are a few mechanical differences. Anyway, let's get started here. These are your save slots, and I'm gonna get that one because that's a new one. So you can set yourself and the computer to weak, normal, or strong, and that gives you different handicaps down here, basically dealing with your life and your power and your gold. I think this gold is your starting out gold, and the life and power basically deal with your survivability in capturing forts or trains and that sort of thing. So we're just going to set it on normal for both. You can also set some advanced settings here. This one deals with turning on or off field combat, fort attacks, and train attacks. Basically resolves it with the roll of a dice, or a die, rather. And here you can set the storm to on or off. The storm will cause units underneath it to miss a turn. It can be very annoying. Here you can set the date that you start on. Each year offers a different storyline, and the later the date, the more states, forts, units you have. It goes to 1864. We'll just start at 1861. Down here you can set Indian and Mexican attacks to on or off. These can be very annoying. They happen randomly, and sometimes they don't happen at all. Sometimes they happen very frequently. They can really screw you up, mess your day up. Here you can turn on the arrival of boats, and this is essentially from Europe, I guess, I think is the original explanation for this. Anyway, you can turn that on or off, and if you own or control North Carolina, I think it is, you will get periodically, reinforcements on that. So we're just going to leave it all by default on, and let's just get started. So the goal of the game is to wipe out the enemy camp, its units, and its forts. I seem to think I won a game by just wiping out the units, though. I might have been wrong. Anyway, every round, move your units from state to state to capture them, attack forts and trains to pillage them, and the train will go between your forts and give you gold, and it will give you the amount of money equal to how many forts you control. So controlling the forts is very, very important. Anyway, in April 1861, the South starts hostilities when it seizes Fort Sumter. The armies start to amass. The chances of winning are evenly balanced between both sides. Anything is possible. And so the money you get when you control them can come over here to the shop and be used to purchase reinforcements. These can be placed anywhere that you have a free controlled state, meaning that you cannot place it where you've got an army already. You can get an improved arsenal, which increases the number of cannonballs you have during combat. You don't want your cannons to run out of cannonballs because they will retreat, and if they do that, you lose those units. So it can weaken your army severely. You can get high-speed reload, which helps during train and fort screens, combats, whatever. I don't really find a need for these, but extra lives are pretty important. And let's see, you can also get weather protection, lasts once, and will prevent the cloud from keeping your units from acting. And then you got protective cavalry, which will protect you from Indian and Mexican attacks. So I'm going to move down here and capture forts so we can start getting an income. The Union has a slight advantage here because I can capture the second fort, or third fort rather, as the case may be, on my next turn, whereas the Confederacy cannot. We're going to move down here and try and capture that as well. I haven't actually gotten into a train capture scenario yet, so we'll see if I can do that. Now, we could try charging straight down here, but it looks like they're kind of consolidating their forces, and I don't like that. And ideally, we can prevent them from escaping this way and getting back so that we have to chase them, because that would be annoying. You know what? I think I'm going to... I could put one here and then move him into this territory, and we'd sort of basically have a blockade going. We'd have that line. But I think I'm going to move him over here instead, and then have him immediately come down here. And actually, let's reinforce this one. So you see these little cannonballs here indicate the relative strength of the army, or the battalion that we have in that state. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay. Well, let's try and knock these guys out. We should be even match. So here's the combat screen. The goal is to wipe out everybody. Generally you don't, unless you get really lucky. They'll retreat, and then you have to chase them down. So move your battalions, click on one and then click on an enemy, and then double click on one to alter its formation. Get out of there. Damn it. What I like to do is just sort of have these guys, we can actually okay, well that didn't work so well. Let's see if we can actually get this to go. Damn. So, that didn't go so well. What I generally like to try and do is move everyone out of the way and then just get my cavalry to come in and take out things. I kind of mismanaged that one though. So, okay, well, I'm going to put this one here and then just capture that. we got kind of a weak area here now, but we've got more than this guy still, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, okay, I'm just going to attack the fort. And the fort is a bit different than in the old game, because I think to screw that up, it basically resets and your units just disappear. Well, I mean, they'll retreat, but you'll have to start all over again when you attack the fort. I'm just going to move in here and take that territory from them. That rain cloud should move next turn anyway. On to these guys, fantastic. Well, they need reinforcements anyway, I think. Right, this is going to be really difficult, but I kind of expected this. What I think I'm going to try and do is just weaken as best I can. Wow, that worked out pretty okay, actually. Ah, damn it! Now the misclicking is rather annoying, or rather the inability to click your units when you're actually I guess I'm automatically retreating, yes, because I ran out of cannonballs, damn it. So I lose that unit anyway. Or I should have lost that unit. I guess I don't. So, now we gotta prevent them from taking the fort in the same way that we took it. Come on, you bastards. Damn it! Mistimed that one. Okay, so now they're just gonna retreat. Which means that these guys now have a chance of actually getting them, provided that, damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack this fort. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy an improved arsenal to give my cannons a little bit more. So I've got one cannon there. Let's just move that over here to merge. Which I can't see now how much I've got there. Let's take this other territory, and hopefully I can fend off any assault on the fort. Attack those cannons first. Get out of the way! There. That worked well. That worked really well. Got rid of all of them. Okay, let's try and get this guy out of the fort. Hooray! Okay, so just for the hell of it, I'm going to take Florida. And what else? Let's go ahead and buy another one of these, just to make sure I've got plenty of cannons. And the Battle of Louisiana. The pivotal battle of the American Civil War. Bet you didn't know that. Damn it. Get out of the way! Why are you doing that? They're gonna retreat. Maybe not. I don't think they can actually afford to retreat. They don't have anywhere else to go. And I just lost all my cavalry. See, why did you guys stop attacking them? I don't understand. Hooray! Well done! Those cursed Confederate scoundrels have finally surrendered after 5 months. Long live the Union, long live Grant, long live Lincoln, and long live the USA! This cutscene is only mildly different if you win with the Confederacy. But, you know, it's still kind of cool. So, that was the game. And I really don't think it deserves the criticism that I've seen. I mean, it's an okay game, and by strategy game standards today, it is quite the casual strategy game. But, you know, I think you just gotta play with it. Another complaint was sort of the lack of documentation and tutorial. And I suppose if you had already seen this game before, or the old North and South game, you know, you would know ahead of time how to play it. But I think the instructions are pretty straightforward, and I mean, there's only so many things you can do. You know, finessing the combat and understanding how to move things correctly kinda could be a little bit difficult, but, you know, just play with it a couple times and you'll pick it up. yeah, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.